welcome back. In this video I am going to be unboxing and testing out the best polygel nail starter kit. This is the Mermaid Glitz edition. This packaging is absolutely gorgeous. I love the white with the holographic accents. This box does close with some magnets, so let's go ahead and open up the box. When you open the box, this is what you're going to see. On the lid, it does say, "Oh hey beauty, life is not perfect, but your nails can be," which is a really cute saying for this kit. On the bottom side, you are going to find the insert card. This just says it's time to nail it. On the back, it also has different nail shapes that you can try, and also it has a nail ruler. This is so that you can measure out your nails to get them all the same length. Underneath the insert card, you are going to find your polygel colors. These are temperature changing polygel colors that glow in the dark. This is absolutely crazy. I've never seen anything like this kit before. I do really love all of the colors that come in this kit. Here are all of those 6 different colors. I will be swatching these out in just a few minutes, so stay tuned if you would like to see the swatches of these colors. Underneath the plastic, you're going to find the instructions on how to apply your polygel with. Feel free to pause and read if you would like to go over the steps of polygel application. This is using the dual forms. I am not going to be using this method today. Underneath the instructions, you are going to find a smaller white box. Inside this box, it is going to contain the rest of the polygel kit. This kit does come with every single thing that you need to create beautiful polygel nails. The first thing I'm showing you here is the mini UV LED nail lamp. This is to cure the polygel into place. It does have little legs that pop out. On the back is the power button. It also has the plug-in for the adapter. This is a USB adapter, which you can plug into a laptop or a wall adapter. You're also going to find 2 polygel clips. So these clips just hold the dual form in place while you smooth out the underside. These clips are really good for beginners. You're also going to get your builder gel liquid. This is also known as lip solution. This prevents the polygel from sticking to your brush. You do get a container of rhinestones, so you get 4 different colors and 3 sizes of each color. These are really good to decorate your nails with. You get the base and top coat. These are gel. These are to prep your nails and also apply your top coat after the polygel is cured. You do get a pair of really nice tweezers. These are to pick up the rhinestones with. They do include a hand file to reshape the polygel nails after the polygel is cured. You do get the polygel tool. This is to shape and sculpt the polygel with. One side of this tool is a small brush. This is to sculpt the polygel into place. And the other side is a spatula tool, and this is to help apply the polygel to your nail. And last but not least, you do get a container of dual forms to apply the polygel with. I'm going to go ahead and swatch out all of these colors. I do want to mention that all of these polygel tubes are sealed to prevent the polygel from leaking out. I'm just going to go ahead and remove all of the seals from the tubes of polygel. I am going to be using this dish to put the liquid in. So taking the builder gel liquid, I am just going to pour some of this into my dish. I am going to go ahead and get my polygel tool ready, so I'm just going to take the lid off of the brush. Instead of swatching on some paper, I am just going to be using the swatch sticks to get a really good idea of how these colors would look as nails. I'm going to be swatching on the inside just to make sure that I don't have to sculpt the polygel after I've applied it. This first color is number 77, and this is a really beautiful purple shade of polygel. I'm just going to go ahead and smooth out the underside of the polygel. Next is number 73. This is like a green yellow shade of polygel. This one does seem a little bit softer than the other polygels, but I do really love how easy this one is to sculpt. The next color is number 71, and this is an orange polygel. The next color is number 76, and this is a hot pink polygel. The next color is number 70. This is another purple shade. This one is kind of similar to the other purple, but it does have a little bit more darkness to it. And last but definitely not least, we have number 72. This is an absolutely beautiful shade of blue. Here are the swatches immediately after curing. Here's what it looks like after a few minutes. When these polygels are hot, they are lighter, and when you get them cold, they do turn back to the darker color. I'm just going to place these colors in a bowl of hot water, and as you can see, they do lighten up quite a bit. I do have to say that getting the color change on camera was very difficult. You can see it a lot better in person, but on camera it is kind of hard to get the color change. So here are the swatches while they are hot. And here I'm just dipping the tip of those swatches in some ice cold water. So here's what the color difference looks like with the temperature change. And here are the swatches immediately after curing them. Keep in mind these colors do glow very bright right after curing or after receiving direct sunlight, but even without that, these colors do glow pretty bright at night. For this manicure, I am going to be using the color 76, 71, and 73, so I'm using the pink, orange, and the yellow polygel. I have already prepped my nails how I would like. If you want your manicure to last, make sure to prep your nails very well. I'm going to be doing the lazy girl method today, so I have already picked out my jelly tip sizes. These are actually the coffin long jelly tips, which I have already pre-shaped into long almonds. So I do still have my dish of builder gel liquid over here. I will be using this to prevent the polygel from sticking to my brush. If you are unfamiliar with the lazy girl method, it's one of the quickest ways to apply polygel. To start, I'm going to take the pink polygel color and I'm going to add a little bit of the polygel into the corner of the jelly tip. I'm then going to move around and add a little bit more in different areas. I am doing a marble polygel effect, and this is personally how I like to do my marbles. I'm then going to move on to the orange polygel color and add a little bit of this in the other areas. I'm then going to take the green polygel and I'm going to apply this into those empty spaces. I'm then going to wet my polygel brush and go ahead and smooth out that polygel into the jelly tip. I am doing this step to try to blend those colors together just a little bit. I don't want to mix them, but I do want to blend the edges of those colors. If you are unfamiliar with the lazy girl method, the front of the nail is how it's going to look once it's cured. So I am going to go ahead and keep checking the front to make sure it looks how I would like. I'm also going to take the spatula side of the polygel tool and go ahead and mix those colors together just a little bit. Once I have that marble nail how I would like, I'm just going to go ahead and place it on my nail. You do want to make sure that the nail tip is in the proper position, so you don't want to have any gaps in between your nails. You do want to make sure it's pushed down correctly. You're then going to clean up around the cuticle and sidewall areas of the nail. Then I'm going to flip over my hand and smooth out the underside of the nail. You want to make sure you don't have a lot of polygel product underneath your natural nail. You can also use the polygel clip to hold the nail tip in place, but personally I just like to use my other fingers. Once I have the back smooth and everything is clean, I'm going to go ahead and cure for 1 minute. Here's what it looks like after it's cured. As you can tell, the nail lamp does heat up the polygel just a little bit, so that is why the color is lighter. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same step to all of my other nails. The good thing about the lazy girl method is after you cure, you do not need to pop off the jelly tip. So basically once you cure the nail into place, you're done. The only other thing you may want to do is file around the cuticle and sidewall areas just to make sure that everything is smooth. You may also want to go over your nail shape just to make sure it's how you like. And then you can go ahead and do your nail art or apply a gel top coat and cure for 1 minute. This is honestly the quickest way of applying polygel that I've ever found. Without recording, I have been able to put a full hand on my nail in under 30 minutes, which is honestly very quick for applying polygel nails. These polygels do have a really nice consistency. They're not too stiff and they're not too runny, so this makes it perfect for sculpting the polygel. I do think that these polygels are really good for beginners. This kit also comes with every single thing that you need to create beautiful nails, so if you are new to polygel nails, this is a wonderful kit for you to get. These polygel nails do last 3 to 6 weeks with proper application. After all of the nails are cured, you're then going to take a lint-free wipe with some alcohol and remove the sticky layer from the nails. Usually with this method, the sticky layer is underneath the nail since you do have the full cover nail tip on the top. I would still recommend to go over the top just to make sure you don't have any residue. After the sticky layer is removed, I'm then going to take the hand file and just go over the shape of my nail. Sometimes when you apply polygel to your nails, it can alter your nail shape if you're using a nail tip as I am, so I would just recommend to go over your nail shape after doing your polygel application. As I said in the earlier clips, I am wearing the long coffin jelly tips, which I have shaped into long almonds. After the nail has been shaped, I'm then going to start filing around the cuticle and sidewall areas of the nail. This is just going to blend the nail tip in with your natural nail and make everything look very smooth. You can also use an e-file for this part. You can also file the underside of the nail if you have an e-file. If you don't have an e-file, this part is almost impossible to do with a hand file. Then I'm taking my Bellavina Gel Art Liner collection. These are 12 different colors of highly pigmented gel art liners. I absolutely love this product for nail art. For this design, I am using the black and white gel art liner. I will also be using a little bit of the purple, but I end up covering this color up. I'm going to start with the black gel art liner. I'm just going to remove some of the excess polish from the brush. I'm going to be drawing some drips around the cuticle area of my pinky nail. To draw the drips, you just want to start in the middle of the nail and draw a straight line going up towards your cuticle. I'm going to repeat this step to do 2 more drips. I'm then going to draw a line around my cuticle area. You do want to connect those drip lines to the cuticle area line, and then you're going to round out the area in between each drip. I'm then going to round out the bottom of the drips just to give it a raindrop shape. I'm then going to add a little bit of that black gel polish onto a nail palette, and I'm going to use a dotting tool to add some dots to the nail. These dots are kind of random, but I do try to cluster some of them together. I'm also adding different size dots by switching to the other side of my dotting tool. Once I have that nail how I want, I am going to cure for 1 minute. For the next nail, I'm taking the black gel art liner and I'm going to be drawing some stars. For the stars, I'm just starting by drawing some T-shapes. I am going to be doing 3 of these on the nail. Once I have those T-shapes, I'm going to round out the center in between those lines. This is going to create the shape of the star. Once I've done that step to the other 2 T-shapes, I'm going to go back with my dotting tool and I'm going to add some black dots in between these stars. Once I have that nail like I want, I am going to cure for 1 minute. For the next design, I am drawing a witch's cauldron, so I'm starting by drawing the rim. Once I have that, I'm just going to draw a circle underneath that line. This is going to complete the shape. Once I have that shape, I am going to fill it in with the gel art liner. I did go ahead and round out the bottom of that cauldron. I'm then going to be drawing the legs. I am only doing 3 of them. I didn't want these to be too long, so I'm just drawing really short ones. I'm then going to cure that layer for 1 minute. You do want to fully cure each layer of gel just to make sure that everything cures fully. I'm then going to take the purple gel art liner. I am going to remove a lot of the polish from the brush. For this, I'm going to be drawing the smoke that comes from the cauldron. To do this design, I am drawing a super curvy line. I am going to draw the line on the other side to connect to the previous line, and then I'm going to fill that in. I'm then going to cure that for 1 minute. Then taking the black gel art liner, I'm just going to outline that smoke. I'm then going back with my dotting tool, and I'm going to be adding some black dots into the smoke and also around the cauldron. I did decide that I did not like the purple color with the set that I was doing, so I went back with the green gel art liner, and I'm just going to go over top of the purple gel polish. For the index nail, I'm going to be drawing some bats. So to draw the bats, I'm just drawing 2 curved lines that meet in the center. The center of those 2 lines is going to be the body of the bat. I am just drawing a little dot in the center, and then I'm going to create some little points on the wings to create the bat. I'm going to be drawing 2 more bats on the nail. I'm then going back with my dotting tool and I'm going to add some black dots over the entire nail. Once I have that like I want, I am going to cure for 1 minute. For the thumbnail, I am doing the exact same design that I did for the pinky nail. And of course, I will be adding black dots to this nail as well. And of course, I will cure under the nail lamp. I'm then going to take the white gel art liner and I'm going to be adding some details to these nails. I do want to remove quite a lot of the gel polish from the brush. For the drips, I am just drawing a small curved white line at the bottom of the drip. I will be doing this on all 3 drips. For the star, I am going to draw the white lines at the curved part of the star. I am doing this on the other 2 stars as well. You do kind of want to line up your highlights to match the other nails. So if you add the highlight to the right side of the other nails, you also want to add the highlight to the right side of the nail that you're working on. This is going to add a little bit of consistency to your design. For the witch's cauldron, I'm just going to add a curved line right underneath that smoke, and I'm also going to add the curved line on the edges of the cauldron. This is going to give the effect that this is a 3D object. I'm also going to add a white highlight to the right side of all of the legs. I'm also going to be drawing an eye in the middle of the witch's cauldron. For the bats, I am just highlighting the edges of the wings. And of course, for the thumb, I am doing the same thing that I did for the pinky. I'm then going to cure for 1 minute. I'm then taking my dotting tool and I'm going to pick up the green gel art liner polish and I'm going to add a dot in the center of the eye. I'm going to cure that layer for 1 minute. After that is cured, I'm then going to take the black gel art liner and I'm going to add a super tiny dot into the center of the eye for the pupil. And of course, I'm going to cure. After that has been cured, I'm then going to add a matte gel top coat to all of the nails. I personally thought that this design would look a lot better with a matte gel top coat, but if you don't like matte nails, you can switch this out for the glossy gel top coat that was included in the polygel kit. Once the gel top coat has been applied, I am going to cure for 1 minute. After the nails are cured, don't forget to apply your cuticle oil. This cuticle oil smells amazing and it's very hydrating for your skin. And here are the nails. I hope you guys enjoyed this design. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Here is what the nails look like when they're cold. And here's what they look like when they're hot. And of course, I can't forget about the glow. If you want to see more videos, you can click the boxes or subscribe to Double Dip's YouTube channel by clicking the circle here. You can also subscribe to my personal YouTube channel by clicking the circle here.